Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wargaming.net League Gold Series. Sorry to give you a little preemptive preview of what was going on in game lobby. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
Lisa Edison 99.
And we are about to get started. It's great. I mean, I feel like something's been missing from my life without casting World of Tanks. But we're finally back here, and it's now 2015, guys. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. This comes a little bit late, but. What do you have in terms of New Year's resolutions, Edison?
No, like an old Chinese guy, you
we
know. We want to make more money.
Want to make more money? Okay.
Yeah, got kids.
Gotcha. I mean, well, my resolution is to get fit and break some bad habits. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
You know, some things that we can't talk about on stream. Of course. That's just what I think. I really want to get into shape. As you can see, I look a little bit thin in this suit.
Yeah, but you know, you got much thicker compared to
when I first arrived.
Ago, I think. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna dive into the rules now.
We still have a rule.
After all this time.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, tank regulations. As already duly noted, we got the 587 loadout, which you can take, or the 686 loadout. You cannot take any variant thereof, and for the 587 you're talking about 5 tier 8 tanks and 2 tier 7 tanks, or with the 686 you're talking about 6 tier 8 tanks and 6 tier 8 tanks and 1 tier 6 tank. There we go. No other compositions are allowed for this tournament. And of course the match regulations. One match consists of 2 maps and a maximum of 8 battles. One map includes 4 battles where each team plays 2 times in attack and 2 times in defense. Roles are played according to the following rule: attack, attack, defense, defense. To win a match, the team needs to win 5 battles out of 8. If one team gets 5 wins, the remaining battles are not played. In the event of a draw coming to light, the winner will be decided by a tiebreaker, and of course the winner of the tiebreaker will get 2 points, while the loser gets 1 point. So this is, again, just, I guess you'd say, not punishing 2 teams for doing so great. But here we are with the standings, guys. It's team efficiency in the lead with 5 wins and 0 defeats. Is that correct? Is that correct, Edison?
I can't remember, but actually I don't think the team efficiency ever lose to anyone until right now, because on the next week, they're gonna fight into the Elong. So I think the ball is correct.
All right. Elong is in 2nd place, tied with Charlotte Tiger, and both of those guys have 4 wins and 1 defeat. Of course, Elong, the only defeat they got was a DQ that they got on the first day of the competition they were supposed to play. Not far behind those guys is Front Mission and Horseman. Both of those guys are tied at 6 points each, and PvP Super Friends has 1 point, has 1 win, while they have 4 defeats. PhoeniX has 0 and 4. The Coalition Singapore also has 0 and 4. So start things off for the evening, though. We're going to have PvP Super Friends going up against Team PhoeniX. I think we're going to dive into that after the silver regulations. Or silver standings, rather. Here we are. APAC-ASIA is showing that they're saying, hey guys, we don't belong here in silver. Get us out of here. You know, 14 points, but they didn't take a defeat. But the score, if you look at it correctly, if you do the math correctly, that means they took a game to a tiebreaker with one team or another. B Gaming v Waco is listed incorrectly, because if they have 12 points, they should be in 2nd prize, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And instead they're listed as 3rd. PvP Missionaries got 10 points. Looks like they picked things up quite a bit since we last looked at them.
That should be the draw one, right? No, the tiebreaker one. With APAC-ASIA.
3 plus 3 plus 1 defeat, 1 point. So that brings it to 10 points. Then we've got Run, not far behind with 3 wins and 2 defeats. LXG has 2 and 2. Gash plus Night Eagles at 1 and 4.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, not bad. They got themselves a win. LOD's not looking hot right now. They are at 5 defeats, but they have 1 point, so that means they took a game to a tiebreaker with LXG, if I had to guess. Or maybe even one of the stronger teams out there, maybe even APAC-ASIA. But Pacific Rim Gaming is now at 0 and 4, bottom of the barrel. But
but do you remember this team? Do they got any point on the previous season?
I do not remember.
Yeah, okay.
Cannot say for the life of me, but APAC-ASIA is definitely tearing things up there, and PvP and Missionary and B Gaming are all showing that they want to get into the Gold Series. So now I think this is where we kind of hop into the lobby. It's really nice to have that Christmas skin background instead of the, I guess you'd say, the usual.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's Moravanka.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah, finally.
It's not Ruinberg. It's not Prokhorovka, and it's not Himmelsdorf, and it's not Steps. Well, Steps is going to be round 2.
Yeah, Steps still there, but this is Moravanka. I cannot expect anything they cannot do.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I imagine if these guys spent there 2 weeks while they've been practicing, but here we go. All right, so as you guys can plainly see, that is a very heavy loadout coming from Team PhoeniX. The only thing that's not a heavy on their team is actually that T69. They've got a really bouncy team, I might add, with the T32 and the two T29s. Conversely, that is a very, very light setup coming from PvP Super Friends, and they are going to need all of the flanking positioning they can get to really do some massive damage to Team PhoeniX.
Yeah, but you will summon this coming.
Uh-oh. Dancing tanks?
I'm not sure, but
we can ask them. They say remake please already. That's Batman giving out the request. Unfortunately, as it would be, yeah, we've got more dancing tanks, and they're saying remake please in the game. You can't see that under present circumstances at the moment, but I imagine we'll probably need a few minutes to pull everything back together. It's all right. So rematch has been called, and I mean, we're expected to find at least a few hiccups here and there, not, of course, massive mistakes like this, but like I said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is basically a 17 player, if you will, kind of production, if you will.
Yeah, right. Just thinking about it's a new year, the first match.
Yeah. I mean, well, if you stop and think about it for a minute, I mean, it's a little bit surprising that we haven't had more disconnects with, 17 different connections going to the same game.
Yeah, okay. But which team disconnect?
That is the question. Someone called
Looked like PhoeniX, right?
Who called the rematch? Was it PhoeniX? No, it was someone, I think it was someone from PvP.
Oh.
But, I mean, we're going to need 6 or 7 minutes to get the next game running because it's on the same map. Some guys are stuck here. We're going to take things into a short break, guys. We apologize in advance, but afterwards we're going to have lots of tanks action just for you guys. All right, guys, sorry for the hiccups. We got all of the problems straightened out, so it seems like this crisis management mode is kind of kicked in. We're getting used to things now, if that makes sense. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect game in the world, in my opinion. I think you'll agree, right?
No, no. We have to connect that over internet, so a lot of things we cannot control. So.
Yeah, I mean, is there LAN support for World of Tanks? Can you play on LAN?
LAN?
LAN, L-A-N, local area network, means without connecting to the internet.
No.
Ah, okay. Well, here's that heavy armored setup we have coming from PhoeniX, and from PvP Super Friends, it's going to be light armored tanks, 3 RU-251s, 2 AMX 1390s, T-37, and a Pershing,
but
the only medium.
It looks Robin still not connected.
Robin, what you doing there, bro? Okay, well, PvP Super Friends is off, and they are PvP south.
Oh my god.
No, Robin, what are you doing? What are you doing, Robin? Oh boy, this is
I'm not sure what's going on, but
this is not looking good.
Yeah, we need a responsible.
Second time in a row. Do you think it could actually be a local hardware issue? Could it be a bug from the recent patch?
I'm not sure, but it's come back. Maybe got a high ping or something like that. Okay, at least
there we go.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. I think it might have been a loading issue. It could be, oh my god, Kill's already down to 1. No, I'm sorry, he lost 44 HP. It was a bug with the mod. 236 off of Much. Wow, I'm loving the new numbers system. 257 off of Little Mac. But that's just a brief exchange, if you will.
Yeah, but PP got really light setup, and the layout defender. I'm not sure why they took such a light setup, because of the enemy got really heavy.
All right, so thus far it's been blow for blow, shot for shot, and everything is looking pretty decent with this game. We even got the minimap loaded out correctly this time around. No, I guess you'd say chroma key issues or anything of that nature. Now, I mean, if you're gonna exchange a shot for a shot, ouch, Griven taking 230 there. Ideally speaking, if you're playing lights versus heavies, heavies win that fight. Of course, if you're exchanging one for one.
Yeah, but because of, here is a reach. Oh, where is my...
Oh, man.
Oh,
here we are.
Yeah. Here's the reach, right? So,
yeah.
It's really nice for heavy tanks to defend. If a PvP gonna shoot them, they got...
562, 903, and Batman is out.
It's really, really nice defensive line for the heavy tank. So if the light tank gonna take some advantage about this, they got to come here and shooting them from this angle. It's much better than you got a close battle and trying to hit someone over this way.
All right, that's 300 off of Anuto already, and he's backpedaling. This might be, I guess you could say, just, I wouldn't say lost at the tank selection screen, because of course we've seen Elong take nothing but lights versus heavies and mediums, and they can make something. They can make magic happen with that.
Yeah, but the most important thing for light tank is camo. So they got much better. They got a much better advantage if you got a distance like 350 meters. But on a short range battle, you cannot get any convenience there.
Right, and just a reminder, guys, our AMX 50 toting team, PhoeniX, is on the offensive. If they cannot either A, kill all of the enemy tanks on that team, or B, get the capture, the game will not end in a draw. We will see them lose 1 point to PvP Super Friends.
Yeah, because of here is a capture circle, right? So PP set up a sniper on the south side. If they come in, they're gonna snipe them. So that's what they're gonna do here. Oh, it's a Robin.
Here we go. I mean, this is kind of that dead center moment, but at the same time, we've got a T-37 and an RU-251 from PvP out of position. Spec Op trying to keep Bingo Bongo and Blade from hopping into the 269 off of Blade. A track shot on the Spec Op before he takes 274. 599 stacking up to.
He's a Persian, right?
Looks like it.
He's a Persian.
249 off of PhoeniX Blade. 267 off of Bingo Bongo. 258 more off of Blade.
It's really nice, They use the Persian for spot, and they use the light tank sniping from the south side. It's working.
Yeah,
it's working
and
nice.
Not only that, they are up in HP in general. This could be turned around quickly with some really nice shots, especially turret shots. Little Mac and PvP's Anuto. Yeah, they're doing some pretty good flanking fire. 582 off of Nisa. 348 off of Anuto. He's been spotted.
Wow.
His shenanigans are being shut down. He is at 24 HP. One more shot will take him out of the game if it hits appropriately. 358 off of Little Mac.
Yeah.
But Anuto's out of the game. All right. Rodak's coming back around the corner.
Oh, the M50 gonna kill the Little Mac.
329. Much Wow is looking for that opening. That
Wow.
shot. 216 off of Much Wow. He gets sniped by a member of PvP.
Yeah.
Very even exchanges now. I think the playing field is almost completely even. But now it's
They got 2 minutes only, and the PhoeniX team got really low hit point for a couple tanks.
Yeah.
And the PP still standing on a really nice sniping position. So on this scenario, I think these 2 tanks.
off of Bingo Bongo. 249. Bingo Bongo fires out one last shot
yeah.
to kill for 413, but it doesn't save him from his defeat.
Yeah, and the PP still got a 1 RU251 with 4 hit point, right? Is it RU251?
Not entirely sure at this point.
Yeah, it's RU251.
Yeah.
It's 4 hit point on here.
Spec Op is about to get ganked here. He
Yeah,
is.
the person gonna flank him here. Not flanking, he's gonna escape there and let 2 snipers shooting
Ooh,
them.
man, 488 on the Rodak.
Yeah.
Oh,
They got
missed
a
shot.
lot of sniper.
229.
Oh,
274 on the Muerte.
Ooh, nice. Wow.
Second shot does miss. Rodak's gonna try and power through that house.
Yep. And I think PV doing really nice. They use the view range, the camo, on the right hand. Wow!
Oh, and he's gone. Finishing blow coming from Spec Op. 237 off of Rodak MOL. 269 off of Rodak now. It's just him and Much Wow left in the game. And Much Wow is coming to pick up the slack in that
Wow!
32.
Nice!
Oh, man. Or is that a T29? 1250 HP. 348. 230. This can only go one way, Edison.
Yep.
1 versus 4. We've never seen the 1 pull it out, but I mean, maybe you can live here, maybe
Let's
you
look at
can't.
one. Let's
Blade.
look at one.
Stuck behind that bush.
Yeah, but the Blade here, he only spot. He never shoot after he got only, maybe, let me check it. 87 hit point.
At this point, it's impossible for Blade to actually kill all 4 of those tanks. He has to reload after each and every shot. He's been spotted by Spec Ops, and who just took him down is the real question. Who took him down? It's the only problem we have with this mod. It was a nice... They made some new additions to the mod, or... Yeah, if you will. They actually brought it back to where we can see how much damage they do with each shot. I like that.
That's much better, I think.
Yeah.
You love this one, I know.
I love it. I love shot calling. It's my favorite part of World of Tanks. The numbers, the numbers. I always think of I think of this line that is spoken from another game, and it basically goes, "The numbers, Mason. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?" And it's just like,
Okay.
yeah. It's kind of one of those espionage themed games, but it was great. So that was actually a little bit. I wasn't expecting that, but it worked. I mean, from PvP Super Friends.
Yeah, when in the beginning, they are a defensive team, but they use the light hand. I really wonder about how can they defend that. But the Batman used really nice strategy on the light hand. He used a Persian to spot and used light hand to snipe him, and it's worked out really nice, I think.
Indeed, and I mean, not only that, I mean, we saw the stacked firepower from the RU-251s and the AMX-1390s doing a lot of work, but I feel like the AMX-1390s from PvP were they taken down pretty early in the game?
The Batman, because he trying to do a close battle with a heavy tank, so he was force fire really early and die out really soon, I think.
All right, well. I mean, Batman is a better commander when he's dead than he is alive. At least that's so it's said. So, I mean, in that regards, he definitely lives up to his namesake. Let's see how game number 2 goes. Can PhoeniX bring out the win on attacking side after this short 3-minute break? Don't go away, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back and about to dive into game number 2 on offense for Team PhoeniX. It looks like the tank loadout is exactly identical to game number 1 with them on offense. I just think
they already start.
Yeah. I just think they're going to maybe play things out a little bit differently here. We got to get to the right window. All right. So, stopping to think about this a minute, I introduced the concept of the Yomi effect to everyone about 3-4 weeks ago, and that basically means thinking about what your opponents are going to do the next game around, and with their next move, and then trying to beat it. Maybe PhoeniX is going to try something completely different. Maybe they won't go for that ridge at Bravo to Echo.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about they got to do something about trying to have a close battle. It's not that easy. That I do remember when I referred to PvP on the Korean War. They love to rush to here, and use couple tanks on this side for spy. Most of them come from this side. If they go through the north, maybe the line, which line? Can I say that? Line 3 might be better than line 2, I think.
For now, we see a lot of heavies just piled up at looks to be Charlie 3, and
yeah, with a sniping position. I think it's for M50 only, for sniping. But as a Batman strategy, they gonna use a light tank and trying to flank in their back. But I'm not sure how they gonna do. I mean, PhoeniX team gonna do, because they got all heavy tank. If they go in alone, not going together, the firepower is not that great because of you got a lot of sniper. You cannot live for too much time, too long time, I think.
All right. Well, you got PhoeniX moving out just a little bit. I mean, they're spreading just a bit, but at the same time, Batman as well as his PvP friend down there does deal out 237 damage on a Bingo Bongo, stacking to 226 right now. He didn't move initially, which made me think maybe he took a track shot, but
yeah, they got the same strategy again. Batman or our light hand here, and someone stuck here. This time they didn't use Persian. They used RU251 stand on the hill top. Not really hill top. There is a bush, so the PhoeniX team cannot know where is a spotter. So and for the PP, they can snipe in on the south side again. So I'm not sure if the PhoeniX team have any strategies to reserve
30
that.
off a Little Mac.
Oh,
that puts him at half HP. I mean, but at the same time, I feel like the push is coming here a little bit slowly from Team PhoeniX. They've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to actually make that capture happen, or to get to actually get the slaughter on that enemy team. A lot of people in the chat are saying right now that they're loving the new mod, especially the new additions, or rather the changes that came to it since we last broadcasted. But at the same time, right now, the only problem I see with it is that the light bulbs are not working. Ouch, 604 off of Kyo. And when I mean the light bulbs, that simply means when you've been spotted, your light bulb will light up. All right.
I think the Kyo gonna go into the south this time. It's too risky on the H1.
Here we are. Griven's pushing out there. He's about to run dead center into Spec Op and Batman. Into that AMX 1390. Trying to, I wouldn't say just blow some lead, but making sure his presence is known on the map. Oh man, 214 off of Griven. Huerte pushing back, or backpedaling rather. 307 off of Spec Op. Plays are being made just a little bit here.
Yeah,
but
I just wonder, because of the PhoeniX team, they got more firepower, a better armor, maybe they can rush in. If they rush in the light tank, you gotta see the light tank because of on the short range, the camo is not that working great. So
yeah, I mean, especially for heavies, some really, really fat tanks that have to fit behind some really, really small bushes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if you keep a distance like 330, 350 meter, the light tank gonna keep sniping you. But if you keep push, take a distance like 100, 150 meter, they cannot sniping you anymore.
All right, well, got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock when Bingo Bongo initiates that capture. Ooh, 996 off of Robin with 2 or 3 stacked shots. One more could take him out of the game, providing it penetrates. But Spec Op is a little bit hesitant to turn that corner. All they really need is one shot to get that reset.
But they are not hurry about reset, I think.
Batman's he's trying to find a reason to dance, and he's got an AMX 1390. Phoenix Blade was just taken down by Robin. Or rather, he just took down Robin. Okay, that's really nice. We can actually see who's taken down with this new mod.
Yep.
Okay. Bingo Bongo, 484, 217, 349 off of Spec Op, 285 off of Spec Op. And he's going toe-to-toe with Nisa, and it looks like Blade will also take out Spec Ops. He has gotten a double kill with style.
Yeah, they got a 90 second right now. The kill you're gonna done because of the strategy of the Phoenix team is right now because they're trying to push as much as possible because of if you got short range, the camo won't benefit for the light tank because of the view range.
Right, and Batman's kind of pinned down in his present position. He can't quite move out just yet.
Yep.
He's kind of been spotted, and Kyo's kind of getting lit here. He's going toe-to-toe with an AMX 5050.
Wow, the Fresh Meat is reloading, I think.
Oh, man, that's not good. 238.
Oh!
But it looks like Fresh Meat, he was patient enough. He got the reload done, and he took down Kyo. All right, Rodak is going toe-to-toe with Batman. Batman's actually trying to dodge him. He's trying to dive in there to get the reset, and he is taken down by Nisa, final shot. 16 seconds remaining on that capture. They have to get a Nuto to stop sniping them. He keeps on making the resetting shots. Both him and a Nuto are gone from the game, and now it's just Muerte left to do something to save PvP. He's firing shots. 6 seconds remaining on the capture. 3, 2, 1. And close, but no cigar. Just yet. All right. Well, this is the Yomi effect, and Phoenix knows exactly what to do in game number 2 to counter the strategy that we saw coming from PvP Super Friends.
Yeah, they're doing really right because of when the enemy is sniping you, just keep push, and on the short distance they cannot snipe him because of when they shoot, they cannot expose where they are right now. So the PvP cannot use a sniping strategy on the short range. So on the second round, the Phoenix team they're doing really right strategy to counter. I mean, like you said, the Yomi effect.
Yomi effect, yeah. YOME or YOMI is what it's called. It actually originates from fighting games community and competitive gaming, but I think here it works just as well. You're thinking commanders versus commanders, and it even works in chess, games like that. You know, just small things like that, but. That is going to end Phoenix's run of terror on the offensive side. They're going to go to defensive, and PvP is going to go to offensive after this short 3-minute break. Don't go away, guys. All right, guys, we are back now, and this is going to put PvP Super Friends on the offense and PhoeniX on defense.
Okay.
Personally,
I think they're gonna on the tank selection. Maybe they're gonna have the same. You know, the Finns team setup is really nice for defender.
right?
But PvP is really nice for offense. So that's why on the first two match, I really wonder why PvP choose such a light setup for defense. You know, but they're doing pretty nice on the first one, but they still got a couple disadvantage on such a setup.
Personally, I wouldn't be surprised to see an end score of 2-2 at the end of this map because, of course, well, I mean, we just saw Series 1 was a little, not series, but rather the first two rounds were a little bit close, especially round number 1 with PhoeniX on offense. I mean, as I said, basically, if you're exchanging one shot for one shot, heavies versus lights, you're going to win that fight, more or less. That's the general rule of thumb. But PhoeniX barely lost round number 1. They changed their strategy in round number 2, and they got the win off of that. And here's game number 3, where we've got them on defense with mostly lights, right? I'm sorry, them on defense with 4 lights and 3 heavies. 2 T29s, an AMX50, 2 AMX1390s, and 2 RU251s. But we've got a mostly heavy setup coming from PvP Super Friends.
Yeah, but you know, it's a new map. I mean, the first match on
Moravanka for both sides.
Yeah, whole series. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do here because of APAC-ASIA is a new one.
That is true. All right. So I imagine that's Batman cruising around in the AMX1390 to the southeast. And it's worth noting that PvP went with an AMX12T, which leads me to believe they might be trying a ghost capture. Basically sticking a tank in a position where it's going to have like maximum camo rating. And that thing is the tiniest, cutest tank in this game right now.
Yeah, right. It's really nice if they can do the capture because of the 2 capture circle on the first one it's too easy to defend, you know. With the PvP they can set up defense line here, you know, like this one. And use the 12T to capture. Anyone trying to reset go here, they're gonna be sniping.
Oh man, that is hook, line, and sinker thought process coming from PvP Super Friends at this moment. I think they might have specifically practiced that strategy, but Robin just got hit for 300. Nisa, conversely, was hit for 2 different shots from 2 different angles, I believe. And the T29, I might add. And given how much damage he took, I would think it came from the AMX50 or maybe a T29. But Griven takes about 609 there.
Oh.
Just got to give this a little bit of time, but I mean the capture has been initiated now, as you can plainly see, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't going to be very easy for PhoeniX to get to.
Wow.
317 off of Fresh Meat, 749, and if I'm not mistaken, he's the commander. But Nisa gets first blood by taking down Robin.
Yeah, but you know the PhoeniX pay a lot on that.
Yeah.
At least 2 tanks.
1 for 1. Blade was just taken down.
Yeah, but 1 for 1, but another one, you know, got a lot of punishment.
Yeah, 2 got a lot of punishment on Team PhoeniX. 3 now. Bingo Bongo takes the first hit. 418 damage off of Nisa. And now with that, we see Fresh Meat follow up. The commander, if I'm not mistaken, is out of this game. And
yeah, but you know, I have to say that the PvP strategy worked out. You know, they used the one capture on the capture circle 2, and the other one just sniping.
Right, they got the reset.
Yeah,
they got the reset.
They got reset, that's absolutely, but you know, their purpose is not capture. They want you go out, don't camp there, so they can snipe in you. That's it.
It's a bait. That's all it is. Superficially speaking, anyway, 374 damage off of Batman. And it looks like, I mean, PhoeniX is starting to fight back just a little bit, but I mean, they still have 2 tanks that are 1 shot, and it looks like, yeah. Was he just taken down? He was. It was Rodak. He was removed from the game. Muerte is 1 shot, however, and that's basically the worm on the hook. If he gets taken down, then I guess it's okay.
The action of PP, you know, they doing really nice because of, you know, until right now they almost win, but they still got 3 minutes. They have plenty of time to making decision.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of combat efficiency, it's about 6 tanks versus 4 right now. Now 3, and if PvP wanted to pile in on them, I think they could and possibly win that. 454 now for Bingo Bongo, especially now 618 off of a Nuto.
It's a bird?
I don't know. I think it might have been a leaf, in my opinion, that the observer just caught. 315 off of a Nuto, 313 and 290. We now have Much Wow totally surrounded. He might get a Nuto out of the game for 151 on that Ram, 622, 842, 160 off of Batman, and Batman does get the finishing blow onto Much Wow. It's now Griven versus Little Mac, but I mean, if Griven even takes down Little Mac, it's going to be him versus the rest of PvP.
Wow.
He just has to stay alive for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. At the same time, though, that's such a chore. It really is. Kyo coming in for a follow-up shot, and that removes him from the game.
Okay. Finally,
Griven does. Excuse me.
Yep. But finally, I figure out why PvP use a lighting for defense. Because there is 2 defense circle. You know, if they enemy from the east part, they gotta play time for flanking. That's why they use that. It's really nice. Because they already, I think they got a couple practice on this one, so their strategy is quite nice, I think.
That is true, and I want to add to this. I mean, like, there's been about 20 days where teams have not been playing in competition, at least from the Wargaming.net League Gold Series.
Yep.
So I think that's plenty of time to actually give practice to other strategies, try something new.
You know, it's a Christmas and a New Year.
yeah. I mean,
nobody, people on vacation, they don't want to practice on this one.
But where is PvP from?
The Philippines. But,
the Philippines.
Yeah, they still have the Christmas and New Year.
Well, I mean, here in Taiwan, we celebrate New Year's, but I didn't get a day off for Christmas.
Yeah, but it's different system. The Christmas and the New Year, I mean, Western New Year, is something like Chinese New Year on the Philippines.
Right.
So.
Oh, okay. So you've been there for the New Year's before? No, your friends just tell you.
Okay.
It's all right. Let's not give it too much thought, guys. The point is, we saw a brand new spanking strategy coming from PvP, and I liked it.
It's really nice, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
But the question is PhoeniX going to catch on to it and counterplay it in the next game? We're going to find out after a short 2-minute commercial break. Don't go away, guys. All right, guys, we are back now with the final game that's going to be on Moravanka. And again, this is that question that I asked before. Is the Yomi effect going to give victory to Team PhoeniX this time around?
Yeah, but this time, I have to say that I feel the PvP already practiced on this one. So compared to the PhoeniX, maybe they are not that familiar with this map, compared to the PvP. So.
Well, I mean, if the commander is thinking of doing something new, I mean, on defensive strategy, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. And looking at the tank selection coming from PhoeniX, it looks like they're taking a little bit of time to actually determine what they want their tanks to be. And I in fact see a second different tank from what we saw in game number 1. It's a T-34...
T-54 light tank.
T-54 light tank.
Yep.
Oh man, they didn't have that in game number 1, or excuse me,
No.
game number 3, did they?
Yep, no. Until right now, the first time they choose this, they are forced to choose more light tank on the defense side because they know if we camp on the capture circle 1, they're gonna capture your capture circle 2.
It's okay, it's okay. Tongue twisters, Edison. Give it some time. Give it some time. It's not too important. All right, so Muerte, though, okay, he's going for, they got a different strategy this time around. You guys are going to see it and you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
M44.
Mm-hmm. You're going to be asking yourselves who's on offense and who's on defense as we load into this final game. Now, if we could just see what the tank selection is going to be, we need to see the tab button hit by our production crew. There we go. 2 AMX-50s, 2 IS-3s, 2 AMX-1390s, and an M44 coming from Muerte. Not an AMX-12 ton this time around. T-32, 2 AMX-1390s, 2 RU-251s, and a T-54 light tank from Muchwell. Not to mention the VK-2801, not to forget, rather. And spawning to the north, once again on offense, it's going to be PvP Super Friends. To the south, spawning is our blue World of Tanks Pros. It is Team PhoeniX.
Okay. This time the Phoenix going to the right in another capture circle, but okay, they use a T-32 to spot the hillside. Then they use our tank. Maybe this one. Defend like this one. And trying to offer the support to T-32. Okay, it's not bad.
At this point, Griven is just diving forward for a scout, I feel.
Yeah, but problem for Phoenix team right now is if the scout discover they got a 5 tank here, the T-32 gonna die really soon.
Right, and remember, even if the tanks don't see the tanks, if they don't spot the tanks themselves, if they don't have that boop boop that says these guys have been spotted, they can still see the trees being knocked over. Batman's getting lit. The jig's up. PhoeniX has been discovered.
And right now they're gonna push very soon, I think.
Right.
They're gonna push as soon as possible in order to kill the T-32 right now.
I think as long as they don't hold still, that M44 may not be able to hit them. 516 off of Batman already. He really wants to become a better commander.
I think it's 2 shots.
Yeah, it was two shots at him just now at least.
Yep, right now the first they
Now-
can kill the T-32.
It's a really brilliant spread coming from PhoeniX as they just charge across the map.
But they have to know that he got much.
2 versus 2 at this corner. Robin and Anuto versus Nisa and Muchwow. Fresh Meat coming to back him up, and so too is Spec Op to PvP.
Yeah,
315 off of
The
Anuto.
PP got more heavy tank right now. If they rush in.
That's true.
They
It's 630.
rush in.
630 off of Blade. 453 off of Spec Op. 320 off of Anuto. 284 off of Blade again.
Wow,
582
Lisa's
off of
still
Muchwow.
here.
This push is going both ways, but I feel like PvP Super Friends is on the back foot with how much HP their tanks have remaining. 417 on Nisa, but he's on a 2v1. 661 as the third shot comes in from his opponent's teammates.
Oh.
And Fresh Meat gets a ceiling blow onto Spec Ops. 241 on Kyo. Fresh Meat begging for dear life. And it looks like the positioning of PhoeniX is what's working against them at this moment. 519 off of Kyo.
Oh,
he gets a
didn't die.
non-penetrating shot. Non-penetrating shot on the Fresh Meat. And there he goes. The finishing shot coming from Anuto. And Kyo is taken out with a ramp. Okay. 247 off of Anuto. He's backpedaling right now. This is 3 versus 4. 2 full HP tanks on PhoeniX.
But they got an M50,
Right.
M50, they can offer really nice support fire.
On top of that, right now, one of their full HP tanks, Phoenix team, is actually one of the tier 6s. It's Griven. I forget what he is driving. The VK-2801.
Yeah,
there we go.
VK-2801, but it's really hard to penetrate I3, so it only can use the actually high exposure run. But No, PvP team they still have the M50, you know, and the 4 hit point. The tank with the 4 run can kill everyone on the Phoenix team, I think.
Well, the capture has been initiated by PvP Super Friends. They're like, come and get me. And I feel like PhoeniX has to approach this quite calmly. They've got some kind of an ambush set up, but it's one on each side, rather. It's kind of a divide between their tanks. It's not one that makes that much sense, but I feel like if we see Griven get the right shot here, he could take down Batman, but Batman's moving just now. Could reveal him. Could reveal himself. Anuta really only needs one more shot to be removed from this game.
Yeah, really dangerous there because he cannot take any cover over there.
That is true. All right. So time is ticking, and this is... I feel like Griven he's spearheading everything. Rodak can take 2 more shots. I feel like Blade is 1 shot, so too is Bingo Bongo if he gets hit in the wrong spot. But assuming he's approaching from the front, should take maybe 2 shots. Coming from, oh, I'm sorry, from an IS-3 he'll take 1.
Oh, he didn't hit the Bingo Gumbo.
Yeah. All right. Plays are being made. 38 seconds remaining on that clock, and PhoeniX simply refuses to go gentle into that good night.
That
was a reset. That was a beautiful reset. But he needs to get 1 more connection at least after 1 minute 40 seconds to keep Anuta from getting that capture.
But they don't know there is M50 on the side.
Man, beautiful play by Batman, but he's been track shotted. 101 damage. Bingo Bongo taking 242. And this is where the game may end, well, more than likely end. Bingo Bongo finished off by a member of PvP. Anuto lights up. Wow. This is the perfect ambush coming from PvP Super Friends. PhoeniX so close to it. 289 as he breathes his last breath.
I think they give the M50 too much time to reload. On the first attack, they got a little bit advantage because of the autoloader M13, the M50 all on the reloading for a PvP team. On that moment, if they push, they got really nice chance to win. But you know they pull back and waiting. Maybe they have to set up new strategy. But on that moment, 1 minute too many. For M50, you know, he got 4 reload for 6 rounds, and so when they push in, and on the second time, the M50 got 4 or 5 power to kill everyone on that moment, you know.
All right, well, that's going to bring things to a draw for the first map, if you will. The end score is 3-1 for the first map. The next map is going to be Steps. Of course, probably the second most common map we've seen. I don't know which is more common, Prokhorovka or Steps. Seems like every team chooses those 2 most of the time.
But today's map is really nice for PvP. They're doing really nice on the light tank strategy, even whatever Prokhorovka Steps.
That is absolutely right. So, after this short break, we're going to see map number 2 between PvP Super Friends and PhoeniX. Don't go away, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back now with map number 2. It's, of course, Steps. We've got PhoeniX. Excuse me. Yeah, PhoeniX is down by 2 points. And if they want to win tonight's set, they're going to have to win not necessarily the next 3 games in a row, but at least 3 games and then win a tiebreaker, or win 4 games within, I guess you could say, this map. All four games of this map. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but this map is really hard for Win to take a strike, I think. Really hard, you know, even a Elon.
All right, so we're about to get started, guys. We'll read off the tank loadout for those of you who may be visually impaired in just a short moment. Let's go! And let's see here. The tank loadout for PvP Super Friends is going to be a Pershing, 2 AMX 1390s, 3 RU-251s, and a T-37. This is the same thing they used in Moravanka's map on offense, or excuse me, defense. And we've got PhoeniX sporting a T-32, 3 AMX 1390s, and 3 other tanks that I couldn't read. Didn't have time to read.
Yep.
But
I'm really curious about Robin. He can move it.
To the north, of course, it's PvP Super Friends. They're on defense. To the south, it's PhoeniX, and we've got the see-through map for some strange reason. I'm not sure why we have the see-through minimap, but I guess, like, there we go. It's fixed. All right, there we go. So we can see now that PvP Super Friends is piled up along between their spawn and capture point 2. Looks as though the loadout coming from PhoeniX is pretty much medium and light in nature.
I'm just wondering if they're gonna use the same strategy. You know, I mean, they're gonna someone capture here, and someone sniping on the Soros. Last time, it's Lay versus Charlotte Tiger. I forgot which team versus Charlotte Tiger, and someone just capture and force the Charlotte Tiger go out and sniping them on the south side. Is it Elon?
Elon?
Oh no. Elon never versus Charlotte Tiger.
Jeez, I think
the team deficiency.
I remember that game too. I can't remember who it was for the life of me that was playing. Front Mission?
Right?
I think so. Yeah. They were showing us what they were made of that game. Yeah. That was them versus Charlotte Tiger, I think.
Yep.
But that made it to the tiebreaker game, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, but they lose the Caradia.
All right, capture has been initiated very early on. That's going to force PhoeniX, excuse me, not PhoeniX, but rather PvP Super Friends out of their comfort zone for the time being. They've got a mostly light setup, and I think if they stay piled up and maybe take down the tank that's going for the capture, they can do that with blind fire. Whoa, Kyo taking, he's ultra late at 683 damage, if I've read that right, and he is gone.
Yeah, he's gone because they got 3 direction shots, you know.
Indeed. All right, so Robin is about to, the rest of PvP is about to pile in on Nisa, MOL, and
they know you've got sniper on the south side, so they're gonna rush in to the north.
238 HP. We've got Griven hiding for dear life, but his cover has just been blasted. Nisa is now alone there. He's about to get piled in on. This is a 3-4 versus 1 scenario.
P49.
Nice, 1166. We saw that. That was 1166 damage from a single T49 shot. Beautiful it was. 269, 222 off of Nisa. He is track shotted as well. He can't move. 328. That is what it's piling up to. 88 off of Bingo Bongo as he rams into Batman. 814 off of Batman, excuse me. 460, and now he's gone. Okay. So it's only 2 members on PvP left against the world.
Yep.
213 off of Blade. Spec Op is kind of left to fend for himself here. Nuto's getting chased down. 369 HP. 109 off of his opponent giving chase. Spec Op going to try and play the snipe route, but at this point, PhoeniX could just go for the capture and get a win just as fast as they get a kill, I think.
But they are assault side, so
yeah,
they better capture, I think. because if they got the more time tiebreak game, they can have the more advantage on the result.
That's absolutely right. Tiebreakers are no longer determined by damage, guys. They are now determined by capture time, or round time, rather. Not capture time, but round time. Right? So if the game ends, let's say over the course of 8 games that are played, if your team manages to win 4 of those games within 2 minutes of them beginning, and your opponents manage to take each game within 5 minutes of them beginning, the team that has a total of 8 minutes, that's to say the first team I mentioned, would actually get to choose who is on defense and who is on offense.
Yeah.
But speaking of offense, PhoeniX was pretty slick there. They knew what they were doing.
I feel the PvP doing right thing, because of when they're trying to go to the kill, trying to go to trying to spot someone on the mid-east. He was killed on the south side, by the south side. So PP know, okay, you got sniper on the south, we're gonna rush in. I think the decision is right, but the T-49, one shot. I'm not sure how many it take him, but
yeah, I mean,
I think it's 2 shot taking 1100.
That was, and I mean, let's not forget, was it Batman who took that T-49 shot?
I'm not sure, but it's so painful. That's why they cannot successful, I think.
Yeah, that was a very critical point. I mean, I think it was 3 versus 1, or 4 versus 3 at one point in that engagement. And then what happened was that one tank shot, well, you're only 1 shot left, bro. I took 1,199 of your HP.
Yep.
You're 1 shot now. Good luck with that. And the next shot sealed him out, and then the rest of the coordinated fire was just simply amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That was a very critical point in the game. But we'll be back with game number 2 on offense for PhoeniX. The score is now 3-2. Don't go away. Here we are, guys. We are now back with game number 2 on Cliffs. Excuse me, wow, Cliffs. Steps.
Steps.
Steps. My goodness.
We seldom see Cliff for a long time, I think.
Right. We've only seen that happen once, and that was actually versus Elong, and
it's a Elong versus PvP, I think.
Yeah, it was slaughter.
It's slaughter 4-0, I guess.
It was straight up 4-0. The next map, though, PvP was able to take 1 game off of them, if I'm not mistaken. But they lost the set 5-1. So, just waiting for the next game to get underway. Actually, yeah, it's already there, but just waiting for the guys at the production crew to switch over. There we are. 5 RU-251s coming from PvP Super Friends, an AMX 1390 and a T-37. 3 1390s, an RU-251, a T-32, a T-49, and a VK-2801.
PV gonna rush, I think.
Yeah. It's gotta
Because
be
they
the
got
idea.
all light setup, and they bet the Phoenix team gonna split to 2 parts because on that match they go to the north and they got sniper on the south side. So this time the PvP trying to counter a surge like you said, they want to kill everyone on the north part first.
Ooh, there we go. That VK-2801 looks
Yeah, he spotted them. And
That-
they know, okay, PvP all here. He gonna.
Oh, it's so close to the
Whoa!
expiration date. Batman refuses to take anything but an AMX 1390. Was his engine just hit by chance?
No. He stayed up the ground.
All right. It just seemed like maybe his fuel tank or something like that was hit because he was moving just a little bit slowly. Okay. So, tell me, Edison, what kind of fuel do tanks use? What kind of fuel do tanks use?
Most gasoline, I think.
Gasoline, not diesel?
Diesel is for Russian tank.
Ah, okay. I was just curious because it's like, it's one of those things in game. It makes me wonder. Well, wait a minute. If they hit my ammo rack, it can explode. But if they hit my fuel tank, it just makes me go slower. What's that all about?
It's only because they got a rule. If you damage the fuel tank, he may not close the fire. You only make you slower. But if they got really high impact, your fuel tank got a hit point, maybe like 200 or 300, 400. If your impact higher than 400, you're gonna close a fire. But only 200, you're gonna damage it and it look like yellow. So you're gonna have a slow speed. You won't get fire.
Oh man, beautiful remaneuvering here by PvP Super Friends. I might add. They might shut down Griffin here. Are they?
It's a lightning.
252,
Whoa!
508.
It's really hard, but whoa!
Kyo takes
you got a lot of
half of his
punishment there.
HP away.
Yeah.
238. Excellent worm on the hook, but
Yeah, but they pay a lot there.
Yeah. if I'm not mistaken, Kyo got the finishing blow there. Yeah, he did.
I just wonder how come he got so many punishment. What's going on there?
That is
I
indeed
really
the question.
wonder.
I mean, like he overextended just a little bit, and then of course he got lit by a couple of shots.
Yeah,
Um, He takes the scouting energy away from Team PhoeniX in this game, just a little bit. But that AMX 1390 going toe to toe with that Nuto.
Oh, Anuto is reloading.
Oh yeah, he's in a
Oh,
lot
no,
of
you
trouble.
P37?
He is in a T37, but
But
oh
he didn't shoot.
man,
He didn't shoot.
that was the strangest part about it. So it's 1 for 1 there. That's a tier 6 for a tier 8. Not quite worth.
The guys are right here.
Before Bingo Bunker cut out of position, 1002 HP taken off in a series of shots.
Yeah, but the guys never knows any information about that.
Right. And now 174 HP remaining on Batman. He has been removed from the game. But here comes a big dog pile, and it looks like, will it be a ram? No, it won't be a ram that removes
Don't
knees
die.
out of the game. Track shot, however, and this is a 4 versus 4. I feel like it's in favor of PhoeniX, though.
Right now, yeah, because of Robin rush out.
And
If Robin just stand there, he don't got any punishment.
Yeah.
But he rush out and got about sniping.
You can see
And
the
he
HP
go
now.
alone. Oh no.
Again, I mean, like, Robin, he's kind of in that one-shot position at this moment.
Originally, Robin got a 4 hit point, but because he go out and a lot of people sniping him.
Indeed. So we've got Fresh Meat. He's in the capture circle, of course, and he's got an 1100 HP. Take that. Oh, it's got to be the AMX 1390. It's got to be. Yeah, because they don't have an AMX 12T. They weren't doing any sneaky capture shenanigans. I think this has kind of been a Red Rover, if you will, just going back and forth. But speaking of, wow.
883.
From one shot, was that the ammo rack? What was that? 802? What on earth?
It's a mod problem, I guess.
Maybe, but
I'm not sure, but it's not possible for RU-251 to make it 800.
I think what happened was they might have stacked up shots after they rammed each other, and maybe it was a mod problem, like you said. Okay, so it's 4 versus 3, but I feel like this game can kind of go either way. Muerte soaking up a lot of damage there, and he's gone. This is 3 one-shot tanks on PvP Super Friends. And Kyo is caught out. 257 off of Much Wow.
Yeah.
What's Much Wow doing? He's not firing.
He's reloading.
Missed shot hits fresh meat.
Missing.
Robin and Little Mac are free to intercept. I think they're just waiting for that moment.
Yeah, and PV still got chance. I have to say that. You know, it's so close. Even not that close.
Yeah, I mean, Kyo, he hasn't taken any damage yet. That's the miraculous part about this chase. Robin, again, still one shot. I think he's trying to get into a sniping position.
Yeah.
He can hit fresh meat. He can hit fresh meat.
No. Counter pressure is not good enough.
Well,
he need another sniper from south or somewhere, but we cannot that really correct Minimac.
Right, 2 tanks in that capture. Little Mac
him?
cannot afford to miss here.
Wow.
If he can hit fresh meat and get a penning shot,
Oh,
that was the miraculous shot that he needed. But a teammate just piled in that, and he still hasn't been spotted from his present position.
Yeah.
What's it going to be next? Is it going to be Much Wow or Rodak that he goes for?
The problem for the PvP, not problem for the PhoeniX is they only have 1 minute to capture. For them, even kill everyone still really hard.
Oh man,
not that easy. T49, can he make it?
Oh, we just missed the T49, and it looks like someone was just removed from the game from PhoeniX? I'm sorry, no, from PvP Super Friends.
Yeah, the T49 look make it, I think.
30 seconds remaining on that clock.
Yeah,
and both tanks are chasing each other. Little Mac running for dear life. Rodak hot on his trail, and he's sticking in the bush, trying to stay alive. Doesn't quite work out. He's unloading shells. Rodak gets him. Kyo now running for dear life.
No, kill you.
15 seconds.
Yeah, kill you got 500, I think.
Much Wow just couldn't catch up. Maybe. Do you think Kyo got a track shot and he got away because we couldn't actually see that in the observer end of things?
I'm not sure. Even the min map, we got a transparency min map, right?
Yeah.
So we're really not sure what's going on there.
There we go. The game ends, and since we had PvP on defense, they take the round.
Yeah.
That puts the score at 4-2, and that means that if PhoeniX wants to win this, they're going to have to win the next 2 games in a row.
Yeah, and the tiebreaker.
As well as the tiebreaker, yes. But if they go to the tiebreaker, they get points anyway.
Yeah, but I feel the PvP come back compared to previous weeks.
Yeah.
They're doing not that good, but today they're doing really nice.
I know.
They got really nice on the new map, new strategy.
And let's not forget the 2013 World Finals where PvP went. They came out of nowhere. Nobody just knew who this team was from Southeast Asia, and then they tore Team Fnatic limb from limb when they were up 2 points. They're like, "What's defeat? We don't know what losing is, so we're just gonna take you guys down in the next 3 games in a row." Who knows? The same thing could happen here with Team PhoeniX as they go on to defense in the next round. So don't go away, guys. We're gonna check things out after a short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with what may potentially be either A, the beginning of a turnaround, or B, the final game of this set between PvP and PhoeniX. So, thoughts on this? I mean, PhoeniX, or not PhoeniX, but rather PvP, they've kind of had some like bouncy performance. There's no getting around that, at least over the past year or so. But I mean, they did go to the Season 1 finals at the OGN studio in Korea, and that was amazing to watch. It really was.
Yeah.
It was 7 ultra exciting games. And Season 2, I mean, both Team Efficiency and PvP Super Friends did fall a little bit short, but that was thanks to our new juggernauts from Japan and our new champions from China, Elong and Elong, as well as Charlotte Tiger. But they're really showing us that they're putting up their practice regimen again, just by making it this far with tonight's series.
Yeah, but on this season, I mean the previous week, the PvP looked not that the PvP anymore, but today they're doing pretty nice here.
I hop on TeamSpeak with Team Efficiency every now and then to get their rundown on the entire, what's the word I'm looking for, the entire World of Tanks environment now and then, and they tell me, well, yeah, PvP seems to have, fallen off just a little bit, but who knows, maybe they just need a little bit of a break like we do for Christmas. They'll do great.
Yeah, and I think I have checked the PvP's member. They only got a couple change, not that many, but maybe the old members sometimes for a long fight for a couple of years, maybe they feel tired on the tournament. I think so
maybe. I mean,
not that many patients right now, I guess.
I know. I mean, like I've been following the esports stream for about 3 years, Edison and myself, as like I mean, how do I say this? As a caster, if that makes sense. And I only really began to see success about 10 months ago when I first came here to Taiwan. And you know what? I am thankful to Wargaming for every single moment that I've had here on stream. I really am.
Really?
Like, I mean, yeah, it's in some ways it's almost like a dream come true. But I mean, I wouldn't say picture perfect, but I definitely love every single minute of it. I love going to the parties, meeting the personalities, meeting people at the press conferences, things of that nature. It's really nice. It's a really nice experience as a whole.
Okay.
I've never had this before. Like at one point, I was actually casting games from my family's garage in America.
Oh, really?
And now here I am. But the question is, can you do this for the rest of your life? Can you?
Probably not, but we still got a really nice chance here.
Yeah. And I think even some of the world's most successful pro gamers retire, and maybe they go into some other form of competition or another. Some of them actually go into mixed martial arts, and some of them actually get into competitive poker.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
The game already started.
Yeah.
Back to the game.
Back to the game indeed. So spawning this time on offense, it's going to be PvP Super Friends, and they are packing a 2 T69s, 3 RU251s, and AMX 1390, of course, with Batman T37. It's going to be 2 Centurions coming from PhoeniX, 3 RU251s, a T49, and a T37 to top things off.
The minimap still got problem.
Just a little bit. Yeah, we can see right through the minimap because we can't really see. Well, they're not really giving us our minimap.
Oh,
there we go. They're putting it up.
The mod problem, I think. Oh, wait.
I don't think it's a mod problem. I think, well, okay, maybe it is a mod problem. Maybe TESL did some custom tweaking to this one specifically to atone for what we're doing here, but hold that thought. T37 coming from PhoeniX runs straight across 5 hungry sets of teeth from PvP Super Friends. Turns tail and runs. And it looks like the reaction from PhoeniX is going to be everybody doubling back just a little bit, maybe?
Yeah. But, almost every time when PhoeniX team they defend, they're going to rush to the west first. Every time,
All right.
I just wonder if the PvP cannot do that, If they do this one on the next round, maybe they're going to rush here directly.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Edison, since it looks like we might be waiting a while for some action. What does the Centurion have? And kind of explain this in a way that newer players might understand.
Yeah, the Centurion is somewhat like Persian, but the speed is a little bit. I mean, the maximum speed is somewhat slower, but the tank is really easy to drive, except the speed, nothing too critical, I think. The gun is really nice. Accuracy, the penetration.
How about the depression?
Gun depression is really good.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So you can use it to snipe on Himmelsdorf, even though, well, I mean, no one would really use a Centurion on Himmelsdorf. That's all a heavy map tank. Or a heavy map tank, heavy tank map.
Okay. But you know, if you use a Centurion on the Himmelsdorf, maybe you only, but the map is not really need a gun depression.
Oh man, that capture's been initiated. 4 tanks are in that right now. It's been slightly reset with Little Mac getting hit just a little bit there. But this is going to be PhoeniX just essentially gritting their teeth. They have to rush into this. They can't just sit back and relax and let these guys take the capture circle and calmly try and take it.
They have time to reset, but problem is they have to pay for something.
Bounce off of Little Mac. They will not go gentle into this good night as we see Blade piling over there. 123 damage with the penetration, but it doesn't completely reset the capture. We've got a Bingo Bongo coming into that capture circle, but he's running straight into 4 tanks. 4 tanks. And 302 damage off of his hull. 558, 209 off of Spec Op. 788, 988, 1056 before he falls. 257 off of Much Wow. 229, 459, 702 off of Rodak MOL. 237 off of Much Wow. And now we've got Rodak out of the game thanks to Spec Ops. 245 off of Much Wow. 1002 off of Batman. Was that a T49 shot? It indeed was. And Nisa was chasing it.
Yeah, they still got
16. It's 4 versus 3 with PvP in the lead with the tank count. 923 off of Fresh Meat before he's taken down. And it's now Nisa with his T49. Deals out 1 shot for 941 onto Kyo there, but I mean, it's just not enough.
Yeah, that's why I say they capture circle. I know the
it causes tunnel vision.
Yeah, but the Finnish team can reset. That's okay. You know, it got at least 33 seconds. You know, run to west to east. Problem is how much you're gonna pay for that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, your enemy already know everyone on the west part. That's something like you are on the capture circle. You become a defender. You are not on the offensive side anymore. So you just stand there, and when they come in, just shoot them. So on the Finnish team, they die the first tier 8. You know.
Yeah.
They die the tier 8 first.
Well, the end score is 5-2. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer myself. Even the part of me thought that PhoeniX might win tonight's match, but it looks like a little bit of a break is all PvP Super Friends needed, and by God, it brought them back together, and they pulled out. That might be their 3rd win of this Gold Series season. Yeah,
2nd win, I think.
2nd win.
Yeah, 2nd win.
Not bad. I mean, they brought themselves together. So. After about an 8-minute break, we're now going to dive into our next set, which will be between Horseman and Team Efficiency. And I think that one's going to be really close.
Yeah, but you know, we didn't see any Team Efficiency for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Their enemy always fail to report. You know.
Yeah, I mean you could
at
say
least
that.
1 month, I think.
Yeah. TCSG was supposed to play against them, and they were unable to report in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and the formation.
Ooh.
So
wow.
2 teams on the 2 weeks, and we got a 3.
And of course, Elong.
No, Elong. They're gonna fight Elong next week.
Oh, wait, but who was Elong facing off against the first week?
The Shadow Tiger.
That was one I wanted to really see because it would have been amazing from start to finish. But enough about that, guys. We're gonna see Team Efficiency versus Horseman after about 8 minutes. Please watch this message brought to you by both TESL and Wargaming, and we'll be back shortly.